red and white. Just about to confirm that. Paulinho is in blue and Melian the King is in the red and white. Paulinho needs to win. If Melian the King wins it, he will be almost there, and he knows it. Here comes Paulinho with a good cross. The header by Aubameyang. That's a good challenge in the middle, but there's a foul. What they're going to do right now, they're going to use their own name, Melian the King. He has it too, so he's changing everything, trying to get some confusion there maybe. Good ball into the area. There's a second chance. It was offside, but he was in line. Check against check means less goals than we expect because effectiveness as a goalie. Good ball from Melian the King. Good header too. Let's see how Paulinho can answer early on, but he's not hauling the ball into possession. He's Melian the King. Again, trying to get the ball into the air. Now there's an offside. We're watching this matchup from Group B. Paulinho just had a tie against Alex, so it's a good result, but he would get more value against an offside. It's very anxious there, Melian the King looking to take the lead early on. Another long ball. Let's see if he can hold it. Paulinho's not getting the ball, so he's having some trouble right now. Good challenge there, good defense. Paulinho trying to get solid. But solid is Melian the King on defense. Playing from right to left. Sometimes that's a fact. When you move from stronger side to the other. And the gamers know what I mean. There's a corner kick here for Paulinho. Good chance with the cross. There's a header. Going wide. Far from Melian the King's goal. This is Argentina against Peru. Right now, not too many situations here in the first 18 minutes. Now Paulinho trying to hold the ball. Comes Koscielny, good touch to the other side. Good chance, good stop. Better stop by Peter Cech. So we're goalless here in this round 3 main event here at Buenos Aires, the Americas finals. Paulinho in round 1 tied the game at 1 against Alex Alguacil. Again, Paulinho putting a lot of players into the other area. Paulinho playing the possession now. Good ball skills by Paulinho, but not a good tempo. He needs to speed it up. There was a foul there. It's a long ball looking Melian the King just in front. He gets into the area. It's a good chance. Better defense there. Good defense from Paulinho. But again, the pressure is on Paulinho by Melian the King, putting some pressure, some serious pressure. The ball into the area. Good stop by Cech, and then the bounce back. Goal, goal, goal. Yes, yes, yes. Maitland-Niles score for Melian the King. The Argentinian takes the lead against the Peruvian. Paulinho looking down. I think he felt this goal. He's not feeling good. He needs to win, and he's now under more pressure against Melian the King looking very solid there. Look, the goalie left that ball. It just bounced into the defender, then into check, and then he got there first with Maitland Niles to score the 1-0. Now let's see how Paulinho can answer to this situation. He's in deficit. He already had the big result against Alex Alguacil. So of course he needs to win in order to that tie to get his real value. Again, Paulinho using the ball, but he's too long. He's not putting that many players into the other area. Now, good combination on the right side. Better cross. Ball bouncing into the area. Again, putting some pressure. Paulinho looking for the tie. Looking for the equalizer. Looks like he was offside. Good cross. The ball's still alive. Having some problem there on defense. Melian the King. But he can hold it. He's handling very good. He's taking care of the ball, but now Paulinho with the possession. If he gets the tie before halftime, will be very important for Paulinho. And here comes a good chance. He was offside. It's a goal. It's a goal for Paulinho. And he just yelled it. It looks like he needed the ball at the back of the net. Yes, for Paulinho is the tie. He was holding it inside until the ball was in a suspicious position there because he was coming back. It looked like he was offside with Aubameyang. We're just going to check the rep. Maybe the replay will give us a better look of what just happened. Look, he tries from the inside, not with the cross this time. Some problem for Melian the King, and then he was in line with Koscielny. And there was the one-on-one chance that Aubameyang is really good in Pesleague 2018. So we're tied at 1. And now this is for anybody. Either Melian the King or either Paulinho. I just think this is going to end up with a win. Either side. I don't know if this is going to be a tie, and I don't think so because Paulinho needs it, because Melian the King wants to be a surprise in this America's finals, not having that label of a favorite player or a candidate to be in the World Cup finals. But if he wins this game, he could get so close. The main thing for Melian the King right now is not to lose, but Paulinho really needs to win. So he can use that pressure that Paulinho has. So he's holding the ball. And here comes Melian the King, who's really strong with the attacking mode. That's the end of the first half. We're tied at 1. This is the main event from round 3. Very interesting what we're looking at. As Melian the King is now attacking in the second half on their way from left to right. Let's look out, or who looks better. There was an offside, or there was a foul. It's a free kick now for Melian the King. Oh, good strategy. That's a great goal. Big goal by Melian the King. Yes! 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 What a goal. He hit the post and it's in the back of the net. What a goal for Melian the King. One of the best goals we've seen today. Wow. Melian the King has a lab, man, because he just took this from something that he worked before. Look how he just made that touch to the left side. And that just broke everything. Nobody was expecting this. And this is a terrific goal by Melian the King, who takes the lead again. This is a big game. Melian the King sending a really, really good message here. He wants to be a main character here in the Americas finals. As Paulinho is now under pressure, he needs to at least tie the game. And look what's going to happen in the next rounds. But at least Paulinho needs to get a point from this strong match. He's coming from a tie against Alex Alguacil, and now he's losing to Melian the King. That's how close this is. Anybody can win against anybody, especially when they don't know each other. Some of these guys know each other from the Latin American competition, like Jonah Crad knows a lot of them players, being a former champion, the other Peruvian here. So here comes Paulinho trying to counterattack the guy from Trujillo, Peru. One of the 4 representatives that took a spot here in the Americas finals a couple of weeks ago. Here in Buenos Aires too. Good ball deep into the area. Good close. It's a big goal. Melian the King with a big goal. Yes! Wow. Melian the King is just deserving this win just because what he did in the earlier free kick. And look at this. What a goal from Melian the King. The ball into the deep post. Look at this advantage pass. Terrific pass. Decisive pass. And just across. Aubameyang is one of the best players in Pesleague 2018. And Melian the King knows how to use him. That's what happened to him early in this group when Melian the King took the win against Mito Novitsky. And now Melian the King is the big surprise in Group B, of course. Now 3-1 is really hard. It's going to be really hard for Paulinho. It's upward. And Melian the King is defending really good. And now he's counterattacking. Another goal for Melian the King will be a disaster or could be a disaster, of course, for Paulinho, who actually needs to stop the bleeding because the goal difference is going to be a factor here. Here comes Paulinho, good touch into the middle, almost an own goal. Putting some pressure, Paulinho again into the attack mode. Having some trouble into the last touch. Pretty impressive. We're going to talk about these players and their ranking, as we can see Melian the King not being one of the main guys. As an underdog, Paulinho couldn't make it twice. Peter Cech, nice stop by Melian the King. 2 times in the Argentina. And the Argentina has it again. 3-1 lead and 3 times, 3 chances created here by Paulinho. None of them got in. Very impressive. Melian the King on the defensive side too. So what can we say about Melian the King being the surprise? Especially when we look at Paulinho's numbers. Been really good in the Peruvian circuit. Trying to be strong or get stronger internationally. And Melian the King too, but here's a big message from the Argentinian being really good today. A lot of scoring, really power and offense. 4 goals against Mito Novitsky, now 3 against Paulinho. Looking for a 4th one. Paulinho under pressure is really hard for the Peruvian to get into the other side. Even though he's coming close now. But the time is running out. Again, Paulinho with this cross. Good touch back there. Melian the King is not having any trouble at all. For Paulinho, it's just going up front. Big ball out there, just trying to combine a couple of players in attack and finish a play. Not getting it done though. Here's Melian the King again. Good touching into the outside. Now, good cut. Good defense again, but here comes Paulinho showing his skills. Good ball skills by Paulinho. Let's see the last touch. That was a foul there. I think he called it. I think the referee called this foul over Santi Cazorla. This is a front free kick. There's Paulinho doing a couple of switches. Paulinho in need of an answer right away. And he's having a lefty. Oh, he's doing something of a strategy there. Didn't work for Paulinho. He didn't finish. He needs, with pressure, to get it done. And the ball goes deep. Goal, yes. Goal for Paulinho. Terrific goal. All of a sudden, we're 3-2. 3 for Melian the King, 2 for the Peruvian guy, Paulinho. Under pressure. He couldn't make it on the free kick. He just pushed the ball. And a good shot in front by Aubameyang. Again, a goal by the Gabonese player. Quick touch there. He just had to finish. Paulinho having some trouble in finishing the place. They still got a couple of seconds there to get the last reaction. We're going to be checking how this group is going to end up after round 3. It's clear now after what's going on with Paulinho with only 1 point. A good chance here for the tie. Good stop by Czech. And Melian the King just saved the win with this last really serious chance that he had. Big win by Melian the King. Good win by Melian the King. That's the handshake there at the end. That's a loss for Paulinho.